Days of multinational search for the missing Titan submersible ends on a tragic note. All 5 passengers of the Ocean Gate vessel are now presumed dead after a catastrophic implosion. The United Arab Emirates has pardoned 3 Filipinos, 2 of whom were on death row. And a new study shows that Filipinos have the least amount of sleep in Southeast Asia. The details on this research later on. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your weekend. I'm Maricel Halili. A diving expert weighs in on the tragic implosion of the Titanic-bound submersible that killed 5 people. Lifeguard Systems founder Butch Hendrick told the big story that something as small as a pinhole could have caused the incident. Back in 2018, some experts already raised concerns about Ocean Gate's submersibles due to the company's decision not to pursue the recognized certification process.
It could have been something as simple as a tiny leak where, as they were descending, a small amount of water was able to find a little pinhole. And once it started, it would have simply caused the process of the unit becoming a little structurally unsafe, and boom, it just crushes.
Hendrick also said that Titan's passengers likely suffered a painless death, given that implosions happen within seconds.
This would have been painless. According to the experts that I've spoken to about the implosion, it's like a flash fire. It's so fast, it happens, it's over, and you never knew it was coming.
Meanwhile, an indie submarine-themed games show an uptick in sales following the Titan submersible incident. Developer David Zimanski shared that his game Iron Lung saw a spike in sales on June 19 after the sub went missing in the Atlantic Ocean. Iron Lung's premise is eerily similar to the sub incident, with players having to navigate a blood ocean while trapped in an old vessel. Zimanski developed the game in 2022. He believes, however, that the sudden boom in sales doesn't feel right. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. Philippines is the most sleep-deprived country in Southeast Asia, according to one study. Analytics company Milieu Insight surveyed 3,000 respondents from Southeast Asia. The results showed that 56% of Filipinos were having difficulty sleeping. This is the highest percentage, followed by Thailand and Indonesia. Vietnam is the fourth country in Southeast Asia to get the least sleep, followed by Singapore and Myanmar. The study also revealed that more than half of all Southeast Asians get less than 7 hours of sleep. The most common sleep problems include difficulty in falling asleep and irregular sleep and wake cycle. Lack of sleep can cause health repercussions, including links to memory loss and Alzheimer's disease. Gilas Pilipinas is now in Estonia to gear up for the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Marty Bautista with the details.
Gilas Pilipinas boarded a flight to Europe for their training camp in Estonia. However, only 12 players were able to make it to the camp. These are Japeth Aguilar, Chris Newsom, Junmar Fajardo, Jamie Malonzo, Dwight Ramos, Kiefer Enthirdi Ravenna, Boy Eram, CJ Perez, and first-timers AJ Edu and Ren Zabanto. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., Jordan Heading, Roger Pugoy, and Calvin Oftana were not able to go on the trip due to their respective injuries. Phil-Am Utah Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson and center Kai Soto were also not included, as both Cagers are still in the U.S. Gilas is scheduled to play tune-up games against Finland and Lithuania's under-21 team. After their European trip, Gilas coach Chot Reyes also plans to field the national team in a pocket tournament in China. Some teams that are part of the World Cup will also be there. Meanwhile, for some players, the training is a huge sacrifice as they will be away from their families. It's a struggle for Barangay Ginebra guard Scotty Thompson, who just became a dad recently.
Emotional talaga kasi may iwan ko yung baby ko at saka yung wife ko. But I know talagang may purpose si God, may plano lahat, no? So kaya nangyari to. But the same time, tinitake namin as motivation, no? Ako, well motivated ako, especially sa baby ko. So gusto ko siya maging proud sa akin pag binalikan niya to sa paglaki niya.
As of now, coaches are still trying to find ways to integrate Clarkson and Soto into the training. JC is in his last year of contract under the Jazz, while Kai is focused on landing a spot in the NBA Summer League.
Jordan and his father Mike still no firm commitment with regards to dates and all of that because of his situation right now with his contract still up in the air, and I think a lot is going to depend on the draft, the NBA draft, which happens tomorrow. And again, they're both saying that they want to play, but we know they want to play. But the question is, when can they get here to become a part of the team?
The Gilas team hopes all sacrifices will pay off when they get into the actual World Cup action, which will begin on August 25. The Philippines is in Group A with the Dominican Republic, Angola, and Italy. For News 5, Marty Bautista, we are One News.
Here's a quick look on other stories we're watching. The United Arab Emirates has pardoned 3 convicted Filipinos, 2 of whom were on death row. President Bongbong Marcos made a request to UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to grant the prisoners humanitarian pardon. Monetary Board member Eli Remolona has been appointed as the next Bangko Sentral governor. Remolona will be replacing outgoing BSP Governor Felipe Medalla on July 3. And the Philippine Sugar Millers Association opposes plans for a tax increase on sweetened beverages. The Finance Department earlier announced that they intend to increase the tax rate for sweet drinks by 12 pesos per liter. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.